Donald Trump's newest policy announcement has shaken the political stage, leaving millions wondering how this decision could alter the country's future. And in this video, you'll get the entire picture laid out clearly. What looked like a simple announcement on television quickly became one of the most talked about events of the week, sparking heated debates, rallies of support, and waves of criticism that continue to ripple through every corner of the nation. The real story is not just in what he said, but in how the policy was introduced, how people reacted, and what hidden implications are waiting beneath the surface. Stay tuned as we uncover each layer of this story. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the complete breakdowns of the biggest events happening right now. 1. The announcement stage. Trump revealed his new policy move in a dramatic press conference designed to capture maximum attention. With his signature confidence, he positioned himself as the only leader willing to make tough choices where others had failed. The moment was carefully orchestrated, with cameras, slogans, and a backdrop symbolizing strength and resolve. Supporters cheered the unveiling, while reporters scrambled to capture every word for immediate headlines. This first stage was more than a policy briefing. It was a performance intended to dominate the narrative. By presenting it as a bold and necessary step, Trump ensured the policy would instantly become the centerpiece of national discussion. 2. The policy content. At the heart of the announcement was a series of measures that Trump argued would restore fairness, protect American interests, and address challenges his opponents ignored. He spoke of restoring order, boosting economic independence, and securing borders in ways that echoed his earlier campaign promises. The language was direct and charged, designed to resonate with his strongest base. For supporters, the content was a sign of continuity and commitment. For critics, it was a red flag suggesting deeper risks. This duality gave the policy a polarizing energy, transforming it from a document into a battleground of ideas and emotions. 3. The political timing. Analysts quickly noted that the timing of this announcement was no accident. Coming during a crucial point in the political calendar, it was positioned to maximize influence over voters who remain undecided. The move overshadowed rivals and forced the media to focus entirely on Trump's agenda. Strategists saw it as a clever tactic, energizing supporters and challenging opponents simultaneously. Timing is everything in politics, and Trump used this rollout to regain center stage at a moment when other figures were trying to claim it. By seizing attention, he reshaped the political landscape in his favor, at least temporarily. 4. The media reaction. No major Trump move is complete without a media storm, and this was no exception. Conservative outlets hailed the decision as a masterstroke that put American priorities first, while liberal networks dissected every flaw and potential danger. Across the internet, clips from the press conference went viral, sparking endless arguments in comment sections and discussion panels. The intensity of the coverage magnified the importance of the policy far beyond its text. Once again, Trump proved he knows how to command headlines. The media frenzy turned his policy into a cultural event, cementing its place in the public conversation. 5. The supporters' response. Trump's loyal base erupted in support, framing the policy as proof that he continues to fight for them against what they call establishment resistance. Rallies lit up with chants of approval. Online communities celebrated the boldness of his decision, and grassroots activists pledged to defend the move at every level. For many supporters, this policy was less about its practical steps and more about identity. It symbolized loyalty, leadership, and defiance. This wave of enthusiasm showed that despite criticism, Trump still commands fierce devotion among his followers. Their passion ensured the policy gained momentum and visibility on the ground. 6. The opposition backlash. Critics, however, wasted no time in condemning the policy as reckless, divisive, and potentially damaging. Advocacy groups released statements warning of harmful consequences, while opposition politicians framed it as another example of Trump prioritizing spectacle over substance. Protests were organized in major cities, featuring chants and signs that directly challenged the legitimacy of the move. For critics, this wasn't just about disagreeing with a leader. It was about fighting what they saw as a dangerous path for the nation. Their swift reaction highlighted the scale of division surrounding every Trump initiative, ensuring this policy would face resistance at every turn. 7. The legal challenges. As with many of Trump's previous policies, legal experts predicted courtroom battles almost immediately. Questions arose about whether the new measures could withstand constitutional scrutiny or whether they overstepped executive authority. Several advocacy groups hinted at lawsuits, while state officials in opposing regions promised to block the policy locally. Trump's team, however, expressed confidence in the legality of the move, framing challenges as politically motivated attacks. The anticipation of legal conflict added another dimension to the story, extending its life far beyond the initial announcement. Courts, once again, became central to the survival of Trump's agenda. 8. The international response. Global leaders and foreign analysts quickly weighed in, as the policy touched issues with international implications. Allies expressed concern, urging caution and diplomacy, while rivals used the announcement as proof of American unpredictability. International media carried the story widely, debating how this would reshape global relations and markets. Some leaders cautiously praised Trump's decisiveness, while others warned of consequences that could disrupt partnerships. The global reaction underscored how Trump's moves never stay domestic. Every announcement ripples outward, shaping perceptions of America worldwide and influencing the delicate balance of international politics. 9. The hidden motives. Beneath the surface, commentators speculated on Trump's deeper motivations. Was this policy crafted to solve pressing problems, or was it primarily a strategic move to strengthen his image before upcoming electoral battles? Some argued it was designed to energize fundraising and rally turnout, while others believed it reflected genuine ideological commitment. The hidden motives remain unclear, but what matters is how they shape public interpretation. Every word and decision by Trump carries multiple layers of meaning, and this policy was no different. Whether symbolic or practical, its motives added intrigue that fueled ongoing debate. 10. The road ahead. As the nation absorbs this policy, the biggest question remains what comes next. Will the policy survive legal hurdles, political resistance, and public backlash? Or will it be reshaped into something smaller over time? For Trump, the outcome is less about the technical details and more about how it reinforces his leadership image. His ability to frame setbacks as attacks and victories as proof of his strength will determine the narrative moving forward. The road ahead is filled with uncertainty, but one thing is clear: this policy is more than a document. It's a test of Trump's enduring influence and a marker of his future role in American politics. Donald Trump's new policy move is far more than a single announcement. It's a reflection of how leadership, timing, and public perception collide in today's political arena. From the unveiling to the reactions and the looming consequences, it captures the essence of how one decision can shape an entire narrative. Thank you for staying with me through this complete breakdown. And if you want to keep getting the full stories behind the headlines, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join me again for the next deep dive.